Hello friends and welcome to my channel Learn and Grow Every Day with Snigdha. And book lovers need your special attention here today because in this video we are going to discuss the top 5 books that you can read in your free time and that will help add value to your UPSC preparation. These books will also offer you interesting ideas and dimensions on various issues that will help you write better essays as well. So like and subscribe my channel for more such informative videos and let's begin the discussion. So the first book that we are going to discuss today is a very old book, first written in 1980s, yet it is one of the most enriching read. Small is Beautiful by Vintage Schumacher. It presents diverse topics as you can see in the content section of this picture here. This book questions basically the current model of development, modernization or industrialization that is being pursued by the countries around the world today. It may have been written years ago, but its vision and ideas seem even more relevant for today's world. So let's analyze the book a little more with the excerpts from the book itself. So, the most important idea of this book is for the developing nations like India that the developing world needs to lay emphasis on intermediate technology. That is, those type of technological equipments and machinery that do not replace or displace the labor but assist the laborer and makes his or her task easier. So this he exemplified by using the idea of 100-pound technology versus 1-pound technology as you can see in this picture. So as you will read the book, you will get greater and better understanding of this idea. And this is somehow related to Gandhian, very much related to in fact Gandhian ideology and Gandhian economy. So it's a very good read and you will get a innovative angle to write in your essays. So that is the first thing that you can learn from this book. Further, his views on education are noteworthy as he writes, education which fails to clarify our central conviction is mere training or intelligence. Education, far from ranking as man's greatest resource, will then be an agent of destruction, in according with the principle of corruption optima pessima, which means the corruption of the best is the worst among all. So he lays emphasis on value education in his book. It's a very interesting read when you read the idea of dark ages and how the children are developed. So it incites a new idea inside you. So you must read that. Also on nuclear energy, says that of all the changes introduced by man into the household of nature, large-scale nuclear fission is undoubtedly the most dangerous and profound. The idea that a civilization could sustain itself on the basis of such transgression is an ethical, spiritual, and metaphysical monstrosity. So these are very interesting lines that you can remember. Some of it, a few of it that strike you, you can make a note of them as in the form of quotes that you will use in your essays or answer writing. These will make your answers very impressive and fetch you more marks. So here he calls upon its readers to be aware of the nuclear risk. So there are so many such topics that are being discussed in this book. This would be very helpful. And then it also presents a lot of quotes and sayings from prominent thinkers like Saint Thomas Aquinas, and there is motivational quotes also. So these will help you keep motivated, remain motivated along your journey and also help you write mains answers better. So this is how this book is going to add immense value to your UPSC preparation. So you must check out this book, especially in your free time. Try to inculcate such hobbies that help you even grow as an individual as well as excel as an aspirant, as an UPSC aspirant. Okay. So the next amazing book that we are going to add in our reading list is The Bridgital Nation by N. Chandrasekharan and Rupa Purushottam, that calls upon solving technology's people problem. So the central idea of this book is that India can solve its two most urgent challenges, that is job creation on one hand and access to services like education, healthcare, etc. on the other hand, by using digital technology as a bridge between the two. So in this age of labor displacing technology, we will be using technology to solve people's problems. That is what is the idea presented by this book. Let's see something more about this book. This is the main index or the contents of these book. So it deals with diverse topics, all of which are relevant for your UPSC preparation. It includes discussion on health sector of India, the problems and how that problems can be solved using digital technology, then the education problems, women's issue, care economy, and some interesting ideas like Goldilocks entrepreneurs, as you can see in your picture here. So there are so many good ideas discussed in the book that will help you write better answers. And it also provides a lot of data, graphs, example, best practices and case studies from within India and from around the world that will help you write better and impressive and arguments that have weight, that carry weight, because you are presenting them with suitable and interesting data. So the presentation in the book is very, very good. It will help you write better answers. So that was the second book that you can refer. Now the third book of relevance for a UPSC aspirant with reading hobby especially is The Learning Factory by Arun Maria. So if I have to summarize the idea, the main idea of this book in one phrase, it would be corporate ethics. So taking examples from Tata's work culture and work practices, Arun Maria, who has been an employee at Tata's, he presents a guide to the world that how businesses can bring about a balance in their aim to make profit while checking their impact on environment as well as society and also on the members of the private organization itself. So it's a very interesting read. You will get to know about ideas of corporate ethics, environmental impact assessment of these corporate houses, the social impacts, employer relationships, and all those interesting ideas that you can use, especially in your ethics. So, for example, there are some interesting stories, very interesting stories that are mentioned in this book. So, one of such book, famous example is about Tata's Pune factory, referred to as the second Taj Mahal of India by Ms. Indira Gandhi, the then Prime Minister of India. So the Pune factory of Tata's became a showpiece of emerging modern India post its colonial devastation. So this Pune factory's working conditions were so clean and healthy that it also came to be compared with the clean hospitals of Germany. So when once a German CEO came to visit India, he even got amazed by seeing the cleanliness of the foundry, that is industrial foundry of this factory. And he also remarked that these foundries are indeed clean as much as a German hospital, which is a kind of hallmark for cleanliness in the hospital arena. Hospitals are usually not that clean and hygienic. So that is why German hospitals are known for that, and Tata's factory could do that. So you can mention such examples in your answers whenever you are talking about better work culture, better leadership, better management, all those aspects. Then there is this famous story of Miss Sudha Murthy's postcard to Mr. J.R.D. Tata, pointing out the gender biases existing in the teleco firm of the Tatas that is situated in Pune, which eventually led Miss Murthy getting inducted as the first women technical officer in the teleco firm of Pune. So there are many such ideas in this book that can help you write better understand the idea of business ethics. It's also a very light read, feels like a novel. So you can definitely start with this book if you have not been an ardent reader but want to be one. So this can be a great beginning for you. The next addition to your reading list can be The Good Economics for Hard Times, written by Nobel laureates Abhijit Banerjee and Esther Duflo. In this record-breaking book, the renowned economists present a well-researched discussions on topics of migration, trade, growth, taxation, jobs, climate change, and many other such topics that are relevant for you from UPSC perspective. This can help you develop well-reasoned arguments backed by ground-level data and write impressive answers. So this is the next big and quality book that you can add to your reading list. Finally, the last book that I am going to discuss in this video is the Doughnut Economics, written by Kate Raworth, who is also referred to as the John Maynard Keynes of the 21st century. So that's a big title for a writer, because J.M. Keynes has been one of the most prominent economists after Adam Smith that we know today. So through this book, she calls upon the world leaders and the economists to shift their focus from GDP-driven growth models to the idea of Doughnut Economics. That is a model of development that incorporates environmental and social mandates in its journey rather than relegating them to be a problem of future. With industry data, facts, graphical representation like this one that has been shown in this picture, this book promises to add value to your UPSC preparation. So get hold of this book too as soon as you can. This will also make your content very valuable. So that was all for this video, and this is how you get to learn and grow every day with Snigdha. So hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want regular updates of my videos, and keep watching. Thank you so much.